like pawns in his mind control saga. MK Ultra, the dark side, ain't no hiding from the drama. Psycho spills tripping hard, lost in the LSD haze, yeah. Experiments done covertly, menace who's creator. Crazy maze, Project Ink became a
MK Ultra. Ultra dark vibes, yeah, they torture. They don't get the shit in the lab. Sensory deprivation, they'll make you lose your grasp.
Hypnotic manipulation, twisting thoughts to your brain.
Isolation got you screaming, feel that cold heartache.
Yo, they played us like pawns in his mind control saga. MK Ultra, the dark side, ain't no hiding from the drama. Cycle spills tripping hard, lost in the LSD haze. Experiments done covertly, menace who's creator. Crazy man.
Project MK Ultra and cultivate the anti-mind control culture. They are just a bunch of vultures. I'm here to put the little cult up in the cuffs, kicking the cab up in the caboose and kicking it with a cadet to the Corvette with a cassette. Next to chick up in the corset, catching them pounds all up like a hoots and giving them kilojoules, kicking up in the root canal and having them cursed with cataracts so they cannot be canoeing with cannabis. They will be capping when I gotta go and catapult them or be leaving them cooked, quicker than Captain Hook. Having them comments in the boom before catching up to them, and I'll be having them booked for colluding up in the county of crooks, cavorting with Kevorkian. But I'm like Conan the Barbarian, here to conquer and battle and bury them forever, daring and despairing and impairing and never sparing them more. Be having them fleeing the area before carrying into a ravine while listening to a relevant air and having the police even having their Prozac relapsing and having a panic attack happen until they get to grasping in exasperation until they're collapsing and gasping, having their life a flashing. This carrier captors made a career out of covert experiments. Their abridgment was abundant. They just cover it up and make it look like an accident, acting like they had an accent. And as if their actions weren't gonna get the action, so they better get ready for the extraction. When I activate these acronyms, I'll be have them doing acrobatics and landing axles. Academic with the knack of this exact with the facts and subtracting the whack and racking these actors up for playing us like pawns and punting them and punching them. So tell them I said bring it on, but they better be bringing a bong along with a bill of bond. They better get when they have to get gone. They get to moving along, or I'm banging the gong and dropping them up in Hong Kong. Next Wong playing Pong and Pokemon and singing a song, but now they were speaking with Spawn all along, but poking the nose where it doesn't belong, playing them like they were playing Mahjong. Sitting in Vietnam with the Viet Cong and Saigon, but I'm not gonna let bygones be bygones. Sending them back to the Pentagon for being deceptive as a Decepticon, a Project Echelon.
They played us like pawns in his mind control saga. MK Ultra, the dark side, ain't no hiding from the drama. Psycho spills tripping hard, lost in the LSD haze, yeah. Experiments done covertly, menace who's creator. Crazy maze, Project Ink became a
MK Ultra. Ultra dark vibes, yeah, they torture. They don't get the shit in the lab. Sensory deprivation, they'll make you lose your grasp.
Hypnotic manipulation, twisting thoughts to your brain.
Isolation got you screaming, feel that cold heartache.
Yo, they played us like pawns in his mind control saga. MK Ultra, the dark side, ain't no hiding from the drama. Cycle spills tripping hard, lost in the LSD haze. Experiments done covertly, menace who's creator. Crazy man. Project MK Ultra. Project MK Ultra.
Yo, Lysergia acid gets secretly dripped inside the drink to captivate the mind, to hold it captive as soon as it activates. But jokes on them, I picked it up and switched up the cups, getting rid of the acid and having them accurate with an ad lib, and having them looking abstract and like an addict. These actors and actresses will never get the old adage by. I can't figure out why they both have an Adam's apple, having them jumping at me like an adder at the address, having them in adverse possession and an obsession over the repossession of all the possessions, and having them up in the recession and aggression, and having them guessing and stressing and second guessing and living up an impression. And I'm dashing and crashing and slashing like an assassin and casting them and trashing them and having them acting and crashing and crashing and having it ashing and ashing and cashing it like a check, and I gotta ration it with a passion like this was Afghanistan. This is for having no compassion with the sensory deprivation like a Freemason. Yet I'm having them having no haven and having them heaving and having them heated and leaving them receiving the beating and defeating and then defeating them and having their ankles dangling and shanking them and leaving them a massive vibration for the persuasion, sending them a taste of the invasion, and there won't be any evasion of this occupation, spraying them in the face until they can taste capsaicin to settle the equation while I'm hitting the green like a Haitian with elation and playing the PlayStation and having them facing social castration and caging them in with conflagration and crushing them like a crustacean out of frustration. No need for innovation or any sort of narration, warping them like it was time dilation and taking them back to the beginning of creation and the new shoe in them a citation and placing them up in damnation with a cremation and giving them a taste of devastation and negating them with negation and mutating like a mutation, a mutant who can mutilate them and place them up on probation without any
us like pawns in this mind control saga. MK Ultra, the dark side, ain't no hiding from the drama. Psychos still tripping hard, lost in the LSD, yeah. Experiments done covertly, menace who's creator. Crazy maze, Project Ink Book came on.
MK Ultra.
Ultra dark vibes, yeah, they torture in the lab.
Sensory deprivation, they'll make you lose your grasp.
Hypnotic manipulation, twisting thoughts to your brain.
Isolation got you screaming, feel that cold heartache.
Yo, they played us like pawns in this mind control saga. MK Ultra, the dark side, ain't no hiding from the drama. Cycle still tripping hard, lost in the LSD, yeah. Experiments done covertly, menace who's creator. Crazy man. Project MK Ultra. Project MK Ultra.
Hitting them and then kicking them and spitting them and ripping them and then flicking the psych and then juking them and then puking them, making them sick in the cyber, dripping and quit like an Alakazam and making it use, I kick and taking them into an ultra ball and putting it in when I'm grabbing it up at the bottom of my sight and bringing it back out when the trainer wanna fight and then I'm hopping up on my bike while they're taking the hike and taking the night, shipping them a shipping the vax and having them making them back and aging the fast. But I'm dabbing, I'm bit and dabbing them and having them dangling in danger for daring it'll be daunting when I'm haunting them like a haunter and taunting them for dawdling. A new day is dawning upon them, dazzling them and having them in the days and killing them and decking them. I am indeed impeccable and deeming them despicable and dinging them and dubbing into their deeds and taking their heads up and denting them without a heads up, dicing them up and diddling Malcolm in the middle of this. I'm digging them, having them rigid and dipping them, dipping them and dishing them, doom and ditching them in a monsoon and a pontoon and a lagoon in Cancun, a cabin doing, having them diving or they will not be surviving. They better be dodging the shark and then docking the rest soon. I will be entombing, dooming them, all full of dooming and consuming them and finally dooming them and then sacking them and having them sagging and dragging them and having them dreading and dredging and drenching them and drowning them in suspense and then drugging them and raging when I'm raging like raging with ravens and having them racing and racing with them railing when I'm rapping and raving and ranting and hang them tantruming and weeming them and having them screaming and reaping them and branding them and then renting them a lemming with a vending machine mentally resting for riddling them with the rhythm of the rhymes when the revving words are weapons when they wanna be wrestling, having them shaking and shafting and shaking and shackling and scolding them after scolding them and scorching them and then going and scalping them with a scalpel and having them scathing and having them scarring and scowling them after scheming and having no seasonings and having them succeeding and then stampeding them, backhanding them, having them backtracking while backpacking and aspin them and blackening and ransacking them and ransom and then ransom and rolling them and leave them rambling when I'm savaging on the rampage and then rattling them and making it ravaging.
They played us like pawns in this mind control saga. MK Ultra, the dark side, ain't no hiding from the drama. Psychos still tripping hard, lost in the LSD, yeah. Experiments done covertly, menace who's creator. Crazy maze, Project Ink Book came on.
MK Ultra.
Ultra dark vibes, yeah, they torture in the lab.
Sensory deprivation, they'll make you lose your grasp.
Hypnotic manipulation, twisting thoughts to your brain.
Isolation got you screaming, feel that cold heartache.
Yo, they played us like pawns in this mind control saga. MK Ultra, the dark side, ain't no hiding from the drama. Cycle still tripping hard, lost in the LSD, yeah. Experiments done covertly.